Good morning, it's just gone 7 o'clock and I left Cannich about 20 minutes ago. It's cool this morning, but it is going to get hot. And it's going to be mostly on this kind of a track today. So 16 miles, 1500 feet of ascent. I guess let's just see how much progress I can make before mid-morning. Well, I've done about an hour and about 3 miles, and in the shade it still feels actually chilly. This is good. It's taken a chunk out of the day. But I have learnt a lesson on that one, which is that I always start like a rocket. I always start the first hour or two going, this isn't so bad. And then come midday, I crash like a rocket. And everyone else who has a little lion and who started a little later will start passing me, going, you right there, mate? Yeah, I really ought to learn that lesson, but I just can't break the habit. I just passed a dog walker from the little hamlet of Shenville, and she was saying, oh, you must be on the coast to coast challenge. We've been waiting for you to come through. We've been saying it's about time of year. It's really nice because I hear a lot from, you know, organised events like Three Peak Challenges, hordes of people coming into an area, not really investing much in the infrastructure, piling through at unsociable times, crapping all over the place, to be honest, and then leaving. And the reputations that they get with local communities is frankly deserved. And it's just really lovely that clearly this event doesn't have that. So that's cheered me on a little bit. So another few hours into Monadhliath, and then I've got the afternoon off. Current sit rep is I'm about 3 miles away from Monadhliath, and it's only midday, so I should get there for lunchtime. It's clouding over up ahead, which means that the temperatures have cooled right down and it's lovely walking conditions. I have passed half a dozen other challenges, and they're all going over to Glen Mazeran like I am tomorrow, but they're all crossing Loch Ness tonight and staying, I think it's somewhere called Outlegore. And it's making me question the sanity of my route planning a little bit, because Gordon's Ferry doesn't leave until 9 tomorrow. And I believe it takes about an hour. And then from the other side, it's 17 miles into Glen Mazeran, which means I'm going to have to do 17 miles from 10 o'clock. At my pace, I suspect I'll get there for about 5. Not the end of the world, but I think tomorrow's going to be a really long day, and I'm now questioning whether it might be better to cross tonight. Well, as you can see, I made my decision. The clouds overhead were darkening quite a lot, and I realised if I were to get the afternoon crossing, I'd be walking till about 6 o'clock tonight anyway in order to pitch the tent. So it's a choice between walking till 6 o'clock tonight in the possible rain, or stopping now, having a takeaway, and then walking tomorrow till 6 o'clock in probably dry weather. I know which one I prefer. If I've made the wrong decision, I've made the wrong decision, but I've done it now. So I guess I'll see you in the morning. Good morning and welcome to day 5 on the TGO challenge, and it's off to Gordon's Ferry this morning. It was a good night's sleep last night, no condensation. It's always nice to pack away a fully dry tent. Going to be a long day today, but it's cloudy, might be a bit of drizzle, might clear up, might get warm, I don't know. The pack's heavy because I resupplied here yesterday, but I'm planning to eat a fair bit of that through the course of today in order to get me into Glen Mazeran, so off we go really. Well, that's the ferry and Loch Ness crossed. That was really lovely. It's really nice to have a chat with everyone, sit down for an hour and just do something besides just walking. And now I've got 17 miles to do. As you can see, there are a string of us challengers who are all heading in broadly the same direction to begin with, and then we might splinter off a bit. I'm going to try not to do what I usually do. I'm going to try and pace myself today. So, on to the Monadhliath and Glen Mazeran. Good afternoon. I've done half my daily mileage now. The ferry this morning feels like days ago, but thankfully I'm about to leave the tarmac, although it is admittedly only onto a gravel track, but still at least there's no HGVs or forestry lorries whizzing by. So it's 9 miles left to go into Glen Mazeran. It's going to be really hot, so it's on with the sun cream, bathe my feet here and then get lots and lots of water in the system before I start going. As you can see, the bothy is shut, which is a shame. Not the end of the world on a lovely day like today, but it would have been nice to have a real seat. Anyway, I'm heading now up there. I was expecting it to be completely pathless, but actually it does look like there's a faint track. I guess it's a fairly well walked route as far as they go up here. So enough footsteps are probably trampled down something for me to follow, which would make it slightly less painful before heading into Glen Mazeran. Well, it's been a long day and it's been a hard day, but I actually feel that my body's held up quite well. Might just be that my body's settling into the challenge after the first few days. Tonight's pitch is down there, somewhere on the other side of the river. It's going to cross over and then spend a bit of time pottering around to find the right place. Good morning, it's 7 o'clock and it's day 6. That was a cold night last night. The condensation around me was horrendous, meaning that my quilt lost some of its loft. So I wasn't, shivering or anything like that, but I just didn't get a very well rested night's sleep. So it's 7 o'clock, I've already packed up and already started walking. It's already starting to warm up now that I'm in the sun. So when I get down into the bottom of the valley, take some layers off, put the sun cream on, have a drink, and then it's on to Aviemore. It's an 18-mile day today, so quite a long day. Not as long as yesterday, but I'm started with a slightly worse night's sleep, so I suspect it's probably going to hit me before I get to Aviemore. Well, that's my admin done, if you want to call it that. So now it's up to, now I'm going to butcher the place name, but Monadhliath, then down to River Dornie and up and over the Burma Road into Aviemore. It's only 2,600 feet in total, but on a day like today, that's going to feel like you can add another 1,000, 1,500 on. Reached the top, and I'm going to read a note that my vetter left for me, which was: last time I went over Monadhliath, sorry for the pronunciation, I foolishly ignored my vetter's advice to use the gate at the summit to cross the very extensive electric fence, as it looked like that would take me in the wrong direction. The result was that I had to negotiate the same fence further down without the benefit of a safe crossing point. So I am going to cross it, and I'm going to hold you accountable. up to the top of the pass of the Burma Road, and I started to feel really quite weak and wobbly and jelly-legged. Not feeling very good. So I stopped, had some food, had some water, felt an awful lot better, and then came over the brow to this. I mean, that's incredible, isn't it? That's why I do it. But anyway, another 3 miles down into Aviemore, and food.